Hey everybody, welcome back. Now it's been a bit. We are finally back for some Space Engineers. Now, when we left off, it was after we lost the OG and lost the outpost mostly, and pretty much everything. So we were doing a lot of work to get that back. Although I do think I am going to modify the OG more. It's definitely something that's off camera because it's going to be tedious. Because I'm thinking about lowering all of this another one, maybe 2 blocks, I don't know. But I'll show you guys some of the changes we've made. So, nothing really out of place here besides the fact that we replaced everything with heavy armor and moved the camera to below instead of above. And we put in 3 missile launchers. And again, all of this front part of the nose is heavy armor. And I have these 3 Gatling turrets here set only to go against rockets. So that hopefully that'll offer a little bit more protection. I don't really think that there is really anything else majorly. Those were up there. I just haven't taken them down from when I hauled everything back and cast the blueprint to be able to rebuild from the remains. One little change that I did put in was a inner wall here of heavy armor, so that even if they get through the nose, then I still have that layer before they hit the reactors. Nothing really changed down below. And it's not really a change up here, I just finally assigned things to the panels and everything. And I got this helm and the 2 chairs in the back set up to where they have the same general controls as the main cockpit for if and when it goes out. Now, when I was on, actually last night, I was having to do a lot of ice mining, like a lot, to try to make up all the hydrogen because, the ship takes quite a bit, and losing it the way we did, we pretty much went through everything we had. So we were having to do that and get resources, because rebuilding it was pretty much pissing through everything. And we lost the little mining ship that we had, the one that was the Wandering Merchant that we converted to a miner. So I went on to the workshop and I found this guy. Now, I have had to heavily modify it because it was a small handful of hydrogen thrusters, but then all of the rest were all ion. So I've had to heavily add a bunch of different things to it. And I went with these flat ones because I didn't really know anywhere I could put the big atmospheric thrusters. Because pretty much that entire area, one big Atmo thruster would take up. But between the hydrogen and all of these Atmo thrusters that are here, which, if I remember right, it takes like 2 or 3 of these ones to equal 1 of the really fat ones there. But, yeah, it worked. And it can fly without its hydrogen with all the Atmo I've added to it, but obviously when we're doing a heavy load, it would be smarter to have hydrogen and the Atmo. And these are all stuff that the person who built it has set up. Like, you can see how much ice we have right now in the base since it's connected, which is good because we've been losing our crop a lot. When we were trying to fill up all the hydrogen tanks constantly, we kept running out of ice here for the farm plots, which you can see those ones died. But I'm actually gonna check on the hydrogen before we head out. figured we could take the OG out and go do some fights and hopefully not lose. Okay, so these ones are full. And it looks like all these ones are full. Nice. I should have gotten a larger scale mining rig a long time ago, because a completely full wandering merchant, it was pretty much nothing, you know. But by the time we'd even get halfway to the lake, we would have pissed through everything we had brought back. That, right now, at like half full, I'm able to bring back 3 million. I haven't done a load with it completely full because, you know, it wasn't meant for being in atmosphere, hence why all my thrusters additions and everything. So let's check the ammo first. Oh, we need artillery shells. Huh, we don't have any stockpiled. Oh, I guess the miner has a assembler on it. How's that gonna do it on its own? It's not. Well, that should still be a good amount. We got a lot of everything else. Might poke my head into the outpost to see how much we have in there. And I haven't really bothered to take those backward-facing Atmos off, just for the fact of we do have all the large pushing us forward, and then only those pushing us back. So, and I honestly I can't remember if I should make a blueprint of it. Can't remember if I did any after all the changes were made. Yeah, stealing from it would just empty it. Oh, that's right, I never came over and finished those. Turn those off and get out of range of the one that's on that. Might help if I actually hit P. forward. Now that I've screwed that part up, I really gotta get that actually placed properly. Okay, this part's easier from the outside. Don't worry about that setting there. I want to get it to where it's actually there. That makes it easier. I will cycle it back once it's done. Isn't that not wanting to... This is taking way longer than it should. So I just need to go up a hair. So -1 was fine. Okay, got it. Yep. And keep projections on. So just gotta turn it off. Go over there. There. Now we're ready for if and when we get attacked. And it said it's cycling back. Yeah, little raider pod was not what I was expecting to open fire on. Now, we haven't really explored anything in this direction. And for any of you that weren't watching when I mentioned it in the War Thunder video, found out what was wrong with it when I was selecting the artillery or the railgun, and it was only shooting one. Apparently it was just an extremely simple middle mouse button. Yeah. But I didn't realize why or how it had been changed, and I looked it up after we lost the fight, and yeah, it turned out it was just the middle mouse button. I don't know why those industrial batteries are being displayed. Oh, you know what? I probably left that antenna or beacon on the new mining ship or something. Which definitely makes everything easier, but it also takes a hell of a lot more prep to mine into a certain spot given its size. And it already has the ejectors set up for stone, so very helpful, although getting maybe one or two more ejectors on would be a lot more beneficial. Because right now, you know, obviously any of the veins, they're more stone than anything, so you quickly get a lot of stone with that one. Trying to get up into the thinner atmosphere so that the hydrogen doesn't go away as quickly. And it gives you guys a nice good view of all the area. See, besides liking the cliff face that I built into, I really wish that I had found that lake sooner and built the base closer to it, because even with the big mining rig, having to go back and forth for the ice can be tedious. Although I do kind of wish I was recording when I crashed the Wandering Merchant that we made into the miner, because it's kind of funny. I overloaded it a little bit more than I should have. Like, I let all the cargo containers, the cockpit, everything get full, and then I filled like half the drills with ice too. And we were going good, but then halfway home, all of a sudden we just started losing altitude and managed to clip a cliff just right, and sent us flying, but the only part that survived was the cockpit. I was hoping to be able to see something while zooming in. It's nice how quickly you can accelerate when you put your bottom up. At least with this one. You're fine, Reaper. Is that a small grid ship? Oh, they're going away. Guarantee, since these things aren't moving, they're probably all ion based for their thrusters. Oh, that one's lifting off. the only downside to having that set to weapons as their default target. Actually, I'll just do default. See if there's even anything left. Not bad. I would go for that Corvette, but I don't really want to backtrack. I was hoping maybe to find one of these big stations like the ore processing one. Me and my brother lived like 13, 14 kilometers from on our first ever multiplayer, which is the same game that we built the OG on. That's the nice thing about small grid. Bots really clean it up. Oh, that's something I didn't show. I added bots to the right wing too, instead of just the left wing. Okay, let's head back out. Cleared my throat right when I had a hiccup. This area would have been hell with the rover. I mean, it was already pretty hellish just getting to where we did put the base, but I'm gonna mute myself till I can get the hiccups under control. Okay, I think I got the damn things under control. I think we can go down there, and as long as it doesn't instantly become hostile and ruin everything, we might be able to grind our way selectively and steal its hydrogen. If it's the storage module that I'm thinking. There should be at least one large hydrogen tank on there. Actually, smart about it. Oh. Those missiles. I don't know why those ones keep getting set back to target neutral. Is auto lock not on? No, auto lock should be on. Oh. Because I'm only grazing it. I gotta quit hitting that turret. Damn it. Can't be freaking down like that for long. Unless they changed it, it leaks when it's like that. Oh, thank God. Alright. So... what cargo does it even have? Well, I mean... good for disassembling them. What the fuck is... oh, power. What can I turn off? Right now we don't need the cargo container, but that's not going to turn on much. Yeah, there we go. Interior plates. Sweet. I can't remember if this thing has a assembler on it or not. It does not. Didn't realize I was so zoomed in. Not going to give us a whole hell of a lot, but it's better than nothing. Now, well, those little ones. Did it seriously already grab them? I thought there were way more. Huh. Oh. Wow, I'm just being blind. Okay, so everything's there. Now, question. Do we have enough to do a assembler? Because if we can get that, we can start scrapping a lot of those components. Yeah, perfect spot for it too. So if is that paneling? What is that covering? Oh, batteries. I think that was when we were trying to figure out where the hell a air leak was. Don't want to turn it off. I just need to go and salvage a couple displays from down there. display. No. They all incomplete? What are we missing now? Or did it frickin' put all the displays between all of them instead of just one? Oh, no, this one's... Okey-dokey. No, that should start getting everything going for us and free up some space in that container. I know I could just cycle through it, but yeah, 'cause that takes up pretty much all of it. I really need to get a access panel in here. I guess until I disconnect from that. Should have done that before I left. Stockpiles turned off. We are good. And I would just pause for you guys and then pick up at the interesting points, but every single time I've tried to pause the recording for Space Engineers for any length of time, it causes the recording stuff to crash, and I just have to hope that whatever I was doing wasn't lost. So I'm a little hesitant about trying to pause anything in here. So I did a test on War Thunder, and I didn't do one for like a long period of time, but I did repeated pause and unpause, and it worked perfectly fine. Space Engineers was kind of the same, but then the moment I had it paused for any length of time, I'm fairly certain I still posted the video, but it ended up crashing. For any of you that are new or didn't see the video where I mentioned it, in the description on all my videos, you'll see a referral link to Shop Solar and then a coupon code for $101 off if you choose to use it. If any of you guys are interested in pretty much anything solar related, or even just like their portable battery banks that you can take to power anything, like when you go camping or just have in your car in case of emergency and whatnot, they are very good, very helpful for getting back to you guys on information. And I'm not being paid for anything. I just applied to pretty much be a promoter, and I kind of got my foot in the door. So if you guys are interested in any of that, I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys could use the referral link and the coupon code, because it'll really help me out getting, more than just a little foot in the door with them. And pretty much just anything helps. And as I mentioned in a previous video, if any of you guys know any like good websites or anything to post a fundraiser to, please give me a link or some options. That if you guys have done fundraisers before online, I would greatly appreciate it. I don't know how, like, if it's gonna fall completely on all of us that live in the area around it, but the bridge that's on the dirt road that my grandmother lives on the other side of is not in the best shape anymore. I know years ago a couple of the people that live in the area fixed a lot of the damage and replaced a bunch of the stuff, but I don't know if it's something that everybody that lives on that road's gonna have to contribute to, or if it's contact the county or state or whoever, since it's above one of the rivers. But either way, I figure something's gonna cost money, and I would like to attempt to do a fundraiser to just try to earn something to go towards that, because it's an old wooden bridge and it's not in the best shape anymore. It'd be really nice would be to upgrade it to where it can handle more than 8,000 pounds. Because as is, ambulances they don't go over it anytime they're called. They park on the other side of the bridge and then they run over, so that alone would be nice to solve. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping to find some good things to fight, or at least like a compound or something. I guess even if we don't find anything, it's a good exploration video for you guys. I was hoping my brother was gonna hit me up and maybe we could do some War Thunder, but honestly, if he did hit me up, we'd probably hop on to 7 Days to Die, try to get the Blood Moon. Oh. Kind of still in the shadow, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to see, but is this going to be a tiny one, or good to get a little bit sideways instead of falling straight down. It'd be nice if it was one of the bigger ones and had some hydrogen, but I'm not thinking it's going to be a big one. No, it's that tiny little office one. But what's over there? A little drone. Hey, I screwed one of my turrets. How rude. What is that one cargo container? Decent amount. We need to fix it. Wait, what? Huh. It's a little weird. Don't know why it's on fire. You know what? Guess not. Back to it. Jesus, dog.
Reaper.
I really shouldn't, but like, I'm really tempted to go to that dangerous encounter. All else fails, I guess we can run. 'Cause if we lose the OG again, whew, that mining ship's gonna be getting a workout, getting supplies. I feel like it's a safer option. What am I saying? That ain't no safer option. That's just gonna bring in like 13 or 14 of those ships. Take a chance with the dangerous encounter. Not that that went well last time. Thunderhelm. That looks relatively easier than the last one. famous last words, but you know, gotta get you guys some action. Long while to charge. What are those Gatlins in the front not doing anything? Movement doesn't matter, but
Reaper!
getting away from us that easy. Hell yeah. Okay. I was like, God damn it, if that blew up everything on my bottom. Sweet. Top off my health. You would have thought the hangars would have counted as doors. That was close. You know, I do remember this shit. Last time I was in it, though, it was even more screwed up than it is now. Fortunately, it looks like that explosion was probably its hydrogen tanks. Sucks, because that means I'm going to have to find an ice lake for too much longer. But I think that one's going to wind us up for here. I really wish I could have gotten you guys a little bit more action-packed, but yeah, can't win everyone. Either way, hope you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I really hope to see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good time.